welcome to my channel. In today's episode, I will be reviewing an African violet called Jubilee. It was hybridized by Hortense Pittman and registered with the African Violet Society of America in 2008 under the registration number 9908. Hortense and Ray Pittman from Texas, United States, are very well known in the African violet world. They have been hybridizing violets since the 1970s and are famous for their Jubilee series, among others. Since I resumed growing African violets in early 2019, I've always wanted to have a few Jubilees in my collection, including Jubilee. I received this plant from Violet Barn 3 months ago in September of 2019, and here is what it looked like when it arrived. Jubilee is a miniature variety with crown variegated medium green and gold plain foliage. The variegation is very pronounced, appearing all throughout the crown, with the lightest shade of gold in the center. It's very pretty variegation. Miniature African violets grow from 4 to 6 inches in diameter. There are smaller varieties, and those are called micro miniatures, and there's also super miniatures. At this point, the size of the rosette on this plant has reached about 5 inches across. It is now grown in a 2.5 inch pot, the 2.5 inches diameter. This young plant is in the middle of its first blooming cycle. The flowers of Jubilee are described as single and semi-double purple pansies. While on camera they may appear purple, indeed, in real life they have more burgundy in them, I would say, so that they look like dark purple burgundy. And they also have a special matte, matte, not glossy appearance on the petals. And there is very sharp contrast between the dark colored blooms and the yellow, gold, green variegation on the rosette, creating a very special, appealing, and unique look about this African violet miniature. It's truly a sight to see. The blooms reach about 1 inch in diameter. Here they are in comparison to a dime coin. And in this particular blooming cycle, the first blooming cycle, this plant has a whole lot of buds and blossom stems, and they keep coming out non-stop, even though it's winter time and all African violets normally slow down their growth. This particular mini just keeps blooming, and it's very attractive, and I'm very impressed by this hybrid. This plant is growing under a combination of LED and natural light on my west-facing window, with the temperatures ranging from 65 to 79 degrees Fahrenheit, depending on the season. And since I received it in September, we were in the 70s temperatures, and now we are in the 60s. Now we have 68 degrees Fahrenheit and 47% humidity. I try to maintain the humidity at around 50% inside, because I noticed that African violets prefer 50% to 60% humidity to grow well. I grow it on a wick like all of my other African violet plants, with a diluted dosage of fertilizer, and the variety of the fertilizer that I currently use is Dina Grow liquid plant food at the ratio of nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium at 7:9:5. In the warmer temperature, I use 1/4 teaspoon per gallon, and in the cooler temperature, as it is now, I dilute it in half, so I use 1/8 teaspoon per gallon of water. And for water, I just use regular tap water that I let stand in open reservoirs for a couple of days. In case it contains any chlorine, then it has a chance to evaporate. I didn't do a chemical analysis of the water in my house, in what kind of water, what kind of chlorine it has, if it has chlorine or not. I just do it just in case if it does have chlorine. So I let it stand for a couple of days. So here it is again, Jolly Jubilee by Hortense Pittman. I hope you enjoyed this variety. It is certainly a very special and truly unique hybrid for everyone to have in their African violet collection. I highly recommend it. Thank you all so very much for watching. If you like this video and would like to see my future videos and stay tuned, please subscribe to my channel and give it a thumbs up, and I will see you again on the next episode of my African Violet reviews.